I love this level. Listen, I know in a Wednesday Boys video I once said, I really enjoy Pokemon Snap, but I don't think it needs a new game. I think if they were to make another Pokemon Snap, it honestly wouldn't be good. Like, as much as I would love for one to exist and for them to expand upon the ideas, that core game is just so fun. But like, it's like a solid C. But that doesn't mean I'm not excited at the announcement of a real sequel to Pokemon Snap. While I still don't think it's my favorite Pokemon game by a decent margin, it might be my favorite Pokemon side game. Part of my cynicism towards the prospect of a sequel also stemmed from the time between games. I mean, there were 3 different console generations between the N64 and the Switch. They remade the first 3 generations, and the first generation twice at that, between the first Snap and now. You can see why I never thought they'd even make a sequel, let alone one that actually looked fun, given the direction the franchise has gone in recent years. I still think the core idea of the game is a great idea, though, to give people the chance to explore the world of Pokemon in a different way, and give a nice, family-friendly spin on the rail shooter genre. Plus, that tie-in with Blockbuster to let you print your own pictures that you took in the game in stores is a delicious icing on the cake that is a brilliant marketing move. The game itself has its own growth and progression, requiring revisiting levels to unlock secrets and new paths. And on today's episode of I Love This Level, the show where I break down my favorite sequences in games, I'm going to break down my favorite level within Pokemon Snap that seemingly has the most replayability throughout the entire game. It's a point that introduces the prospect of alternate paths and many secrets. It's the dark, electric-filled tunnel that is aptly named The Tunnel. Even though this level is early on, it gives you a bit more of a taste of the game's nuance. By stripping you of being stuck on literal rails, you feel a bit more free. Even if you are still confined to a path, there are sections where you have a bit more left to right movement. It also just feels more wild, given the exploding electrodes and Electabuzz chasing other electrodes in your path, whose explosions can trigger the Kakuna groups, giving you a higher score. With quick shots at Zubats and Diglets playing with Pikachus, it overall has a more wild feeling. Plus, the mysterious orbs being haunters are also a really nice touch, and the music itself almost has this mysterious feeling. On the other half of that coin, the level also plants a lot of mysterious seeds you can uncover with multiple revisits. Why does that Pikachu run while you're taking its picture in the beginning? While you see electrodes exploding, can you make it happen to get a better shot of the Kakuna group? What is that egg in the room with the Pikachu? Why can't I take a picture of Magnemites? And what is with that electrode at the end of the level by those rocks? Some of those questions are immediately answered with the Apple power-up given pretty soon after beating this level, but
I just think they're neat.
How even after a second playthrough and unlocking the next level, you're still driven to come back and solve the other clues within. Triggering the electrodes early on to get a better shot at Kakunas ties directly into unlocking the secret ending with the electrode on the rocks. I like that continuing taking pictures of the Pikachu in the beginning gives you another special Pikachu, a thread throughout most of the game. And going back to that ending, it felt so satisfying. Smacking that electrode in the end of the level and unlocking the volcano level, the look on Todd the photographer's face really encapsulates the feeling I had as a child. Plus, revisiting the level with the flute answers even more of those questions by letting Pikachu hatch the Zapdos egg, which also answers the Magnemite question with the TVs in the next room, giving you a clue for getting them distracted while also giving you a hint on unlocking Magneton and giving you a sign that helps unlock the last level of the game. I also really enjoy the additional music that's in the room with the TVs once you hatch Zapdos. It's just a nice little touch. It's all those additions and nuance that really help this level stand out to me above the rest of the game. I understand why Pokemon Snap has such a devoted following. Hell, even with my cynicism toward it, you can count me as part of that following. I did a playthrough of it years ago with my best friend, and it was a hell of a great time. And you bet your ass, when that sequel drops, we are going to be sitting down to record it, because that first game has such iconic and memorable moments. From evolving Charmander into Charizard and bringing on the Charmander gang in the volcano level, to playing Squirtle Bowling on the valley level, or even the Jigglypuff concert in the cave, the last being a point of my Let's Play that was sampled in a Grindcore album by a fan.
Mail fucking... Put me to sleep!
It's a gem that clearly left an impression on a generation of fans, myself included. The tunnel is just a point that sits above it all to me. With that being said, I think it's time we wrapped up another episode of I Love This Level. If you like this one, be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more of my music, gaming, and general nerdery content, be sure to subscribe. I drop 6 to 7 vids a week normally about those particular topics. And if you want to take it a step further, you can join my Patreon. Special thanks to my patrons. If you would like to join their ranks to get early access to content, exclusive content, and help drive the community, it is linked in the description. On screen now are various playlists for you to click on. One for this segment, one for my Pokemon Snap playthrough I did with Shake, one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy if you did like this video, and the subscribe button. Be sure to click one of those to continue your adventure, and I'm gonna get out of here. I have been Viral Rack. You guys have good days, lives, and situations, and I'll see you another day.